Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. I brought my entire family in today. Hello, everybody. I'm Chris Harrison. Welcome to the Big Bachelor announcement as we approach premiere day for Colton's season of The Bachelor. January 7th is premiere day on ABC. But I have some bigger news. Before we get to the women, and I'm going to announce all the women in just a little bit that'll be vying for Colton's heart. The premiere, January 7th, is going to be unlike any premiere we've ever had before on The Bachelor. It's going to be a live 3-hour primetime event. Now, how's it going to be different? I'm going to tell you a little bit today, but there's going to be more surprises to come. But this really is going to be a tip of the hat, a little homage to you, Bachelor Nation, our appreciation for 17 years of being with us. It's going to be a fun show, kind of a viewing party. That'll go from east to west, and that's all I'm going to tell you tonight or today. And the rest, well, it'll come out in the next week or so. But we have some fun stuff planned for you, Bachelor Nation, so stay tuned to my social media and the Bachelor social media pages because we're going to get you involved in a big way like we've never done before. And again, the premiere, January 7th on ABC. Now, Colton, of course, is our Bachelor. Who are the women? Who are the women that'll be vying for his heart? Well, I can tell you there are 30 women that'll be hoping to be the one to be with Colton. So, shall we run through them? I know your brackets, hopefully, are about to be set. And my goal here is to kind of break down the season. I can't tell you everything. I don't want to give you a bunch of spoilers, but I do want to make sure that you are going to win your bracket and you're going to win your Bachelor Fantasy Leagues this season. So pay attention. I'm going to drop some hints along the way today. So we're going to go in alphabetical order. First names, of course. We start with Alex and Alex B. That if you're new to The Bachelor, that lets you know there's more than one Alex. So Alex B, 29 years old, a dog rescuer from Vancouver, British Columbia. Alex's passion for animals gives her some brownie points with Colton. If you don't know anything about Colton, he loves dogs. And I'm not saying like he likes dogs. He really loves dogs. A lot. And you're going to hear that a lot on the show. So that plays into Alex B. She, first night, opinionated, but at the same time, has trouble voicing her opinions on night one. A little under the weather, so she had some stuff to battle on night one, but she will overcome. Alex D, not to be confused with Alex B. By the way, before we move on, I forgot this historic announcement, and Colton kind of spoiled this the other day on his social media. There's not one Lauren on the show. Right? Not one damn Lauren on the show. In my opinion, I don't think you can have a show without a Lauren, but we're going to try. So that's on us. Alex D, 23 years old, from Boston, Massachusetts. Let's just say that she has a slow roll into night one, and it has to do with how she comes in out of the limo. That's Alex D. Angelique. 28 years old, marketing salesperson from Hamilton, New Jersey. Sweet girl from New Jersey. Sometimes sweet is good, but with 29 other women, sometimes that's tough to stand out. So those are your two Alexes and Angelique. And we move on to Annie. So you guys might remember Annie because she was one of the three that made a big impression on the Ellen show. She actually won the contest on the Ellen show, and her and Colton, I'll admit, they have some chemistry right away. So, and a lot of that had to do with Ellen, kind of forging that romantic connection. She's a hopeless romantic who grew up on a farm, but made her way to the Big Apple to pursue her career. Again, might be one to watch. Then we get to Bree, 24-year-old model from Chino Hills, California. Now, Bree, a real beauty, catches Colton's eye, as you can tell, beautiful woman, but she kind of overcame a lot in her life. So there's a lot more than just the surface. A lot to get to know about Bree. And again, so I think someone who really connects with Colton. Caitlyn, 23 years old, from North Carolina. So she was Miss North Carolina 2018. We're gonna table that for just a second because that's also going to come back when I reference another girl down the road. But remember that, Caitlyn, Miss North Carolina 2018. But not only is she Miss North Carolina, she's also the first runner-up in Miss USA. But there's a lot more to her than just pageantry. Her and Colton have, honestly, maybe one of the most emotional conversations we've ever had on the show. And that's not hyperbole. They really do have a conversation, and Caitlyn goes deep into her life, which kind of opens up some things for Colton. And it really was easily the most emotional conversation and revealing conversation this season. But I was trying to remember if we've ever had anything kind of so really so emotional, and I don't know. So watch out for Caitlyn on a lot of fronts, but definitely the conversation and just being so vulnerable on the show with Colton. Then there's Caitlyn. First of all, let me give you a shout out, because Caitlyn's from Toronto, Canada, which reminds me of another woman I love from Toronto, Canada, whose also name is Caitlyn, but it's Caitlyn with a K. Obviously, we've had a lot of good luck with Caitlyns from Canada, so Caitlyn with a C, you better bring it this season. 25 years old, works in real estate, from Toronto. This woman makes a popping impression on Colton right away. So here's the thing about Colton. If you guys haven't heard, he's a virgin. I know. Breaking news. This just in. Get George Stephanopoulos on the desk. So Colton's a virgin. I'm not saying we're going to use that as a crutch throughout the entire season. We're not. But I'm not going to say that we don't maybe use that night one. And it is maybe abused night one by some of the girls, because they all feel like they were the one that was going to make the joke, but then they all feel like they were the one that made the joke. So look, night one, just forgive us. Night one is the night of cliches. It's where cliches go to die. You know that, right? Just give us that. It's going to happen. Just enjoy it. And Caitlyn is a part of that. Then there's Cassie, beautiful girl, sweet. She's a speech pathologist from Huntington Beach, California, so got the brains, very outdoorsy girl, loves living here in Southern California. Here's the thing about sweet, beautiful girls on the show. Sometimes they stick, sometimes they're the underdog and the dark horse. Sometimes they just kind of get lost in the fray. So we'll see how Cassie fits into all of that. There is Catherine. If you're looking for a villain, I'm not saying Catherine is it. I just was bringing up the point that if you're looking for a villain, to keep your eyes out. Again, I'm not putting that title on her. You be the judge. 26 years old, DJ from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Let's just say she brings a +1 on night one. Also isn't afraid to speak her mind and get time with Colton. You know how people kind of break in and say, and it's famously been spoofed on SNL. It's like, can I borrow you for a moment? Can I break in? Can I cut in? Well, I think Catherine may have set a record on break-ins on night one and trying to steal Colton. I don't know if there's any stats kept on The Bachelor. I'm sure someone out there in Bachelor Nation keeps these stats, but keep track of it. I think Catherine may set a record. Now, as far as her +1, I don't want to give away who this is, but if we had had rehearsal, the timing on that would have been a lot better. This is Lucy. In dog years, Lucy's 70, which I think that makes her 10, right? 7 dog years. Also from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I don't know what her profession is, but anyway, she'll be there on night one. I think being cute. Is being cute a profession? Right? There you go. I have this weird feeling like I'm Joel McHale up here. With all due respect to Joel McHale, who's actually funny and good at his job. This is it. Courtney. Here's Courtney, 23-year-old caterer from Atlanta, Georgia, known for its peaches, Georgia is. And the reason I bring that up is Courtney will bring that up on night one. Back to Colton. And let me just say, I love Colton. We are friends. He's a good man. But I found some holes in his personality. One of them is peaches. And you're going to see on night one, and I don't know how much this will end up in the final edit, so I'm just going to out him right now. I don't know if Colton knows what a peach is. And I wish I was joking. And he certainly doesn't know how to eat one. I'm telling you, just watch. Other than that, I love the guy. Dimmie, who's, we're going to say from Red Oak, Texas, but Red Oak is just a suburb of Dallas, where I used to go dove hunting as a kid, so we'll say she's from Dallas. 23-year-old interior designer. She's definitely one to watch. She comes out of the limo on fire. She is bold, maybe one of the bolder lines on night one. I wish I could just tell you the line because I really want to dive into this line because there's so many layers to it. And as soon as she says it, you're all going to pause and you're going to debate what this means. Because I did the same thing. I was standing there in the driveway when she said what she said to Colton. I'm like, do you think she meant what she said? Do you think she realizes what that means? So there you go. But, she's one to keep an eye on. Things get hot and heavy on night one with her. Devin, 23 years old, broadcast journalist from Medford, Oregon. I don't know if we ever had anybody from Medford before. All I can say about Devin is there will be tears. There will be tears. Elise, from Saldonta, Alaska. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I don't think we've ever had anybody from Alaska that I can remember. Older and wiser than most of the women, kind of becomes the mom of the group, but do not underestimate her. Then there's Erica, 25 years old, a recruiter from Encinitas, California. This girl definitely a little nutty. Has to do with night one. She has some interesting thoughts on Colton being a virgin, as again I said, many of them do. Then there's Erin, 28-year-old Cinderella from Plano, Texas. She has an amazing entrance on night one. Romantic, sweet, loving. Okay, now let's get to the Hannahs. The first one, Hannah B, 23-year-old from Alabama. She was Miss Alabama 2018. Now let's go back to Caitlyn, who was Miss North Carolina. Do they know each other? Yes. Obviously, they were in the same pageant. How this will play out, will it affect Colton? Will it affect each other? We'll see. Okay, not only do we have two Hannahs, they're both from Alabama. Just to confuse you all, there's Hannah G. This is Hannah G. So there was Hannah B, this is Hannah G. See, even I get confused. Hannah G, 23-year-old content creator from Birmingham, Alabama. Immediate spark and a big first impression on night one with Colton is Hannah G. Then there's Heather. Okay, again, Colton, if you haven't heard, is a virgin. Heather is one-upping Colton. She's not only a virgin, she's never been kissed. And a hush goes over the crowd. So not only is she a virgin, she's never been kissed by anybody. So obviously that comes into play. And yes, there are conversations and there are things that need to be said and had about this. Will she leave the show without her first kiss? We'll find out. All right, Jane. Her real name is Adrian, but she goes by Jane. I don't know why. And honestly, I don't even think that's revealed on the show. It's just a fact. If she's in the witness protection program and we just outed her, I apologize. But if you are in the witness protection program, you probably shouldn't have come on the show. She's a huge ball of energy. Huge ball of energy, big personality, quirky, into this tiny little package. She's fun to have on the show. Katie, one of the other three that was on the Ellen show, beautiful girl, 26 years old, sales rep from right here in Southern California, from Sherman Oaks. Former dancer. Katie is a constant burst of energy. She drops a bomb on Colton during this season that really changes the entire course of the season. So watch out for Katie. Kirpa, 26-year-old dental hygienist from Whittier. Beautiful, intelligent hygienist, has one of the most memorable opening lines on night one. And I know I just kind of say that, but this is an aggressive line. Severely bold. But the best part is, well, I'm going to let you guys judge. Does Colton understand the joke? Does he get the line? Again, I'll let you be the judge at home. You may want to pause after that one as well and discuss. Laura, from my hometown of Dallas, Texas. By the way, shout out to my folks in Dallas, Texas. I think we have produced 80% of all Bachelor contestants over the years, including the host. So shout out to my hometown there. Beautiful and a bit of a mystery is Laura. She just may be wearing the same dress as someone else on night one. And the fact that I said she might be, clearly she is. And I don't remember that ever happening before in the history of the show, is two girls showing up on night one. What a fashion emergency and a fashion disaster. Will it affect her? We'll find out. Nicole, 25 years old, social media coordinator from Miami, Florida. Spanish speaker from Miami. Sweet, sensitive, family-oriented. Not afraid to wear her heart on her sleeve. And when it comes to tears, I love you, Ashley. But Nicole might have Ashley I beat in the tears department. I mean, do you know what that means? Do you guys understand the ramifications of that statement? Yeah, Nicole, have your tissues ready. Nina, 30-year-old sales account manager from Raleigh, North Carolina. So she steps out of the limo on night one, speaking in her native Croatian. She's from Croatia, definitely captured Colton's attention. She is an amazing woman. She experienced more in her lifetime than any of us combined. She will share her story, and it is an amazing story, and they definitely connect over that throughout the season. This is 30 women. All right, how does Colton do this? On Yaga, no, we can't call it timeout. Bachelor Nation deserves better. 24-year-old IT risk consultant from Dallas, Texas. Go Big D. Hailing from Kansas by way of Nigeria. Onyeka is one of the biggest personalities, and trust me, here's the thing about Onyeka. If you're on her good side, an amazing woman could be a great friend. Don't be on her bad side. Do not be on Onyeka's bad side. Some women do. Big mistake. Revion, 24-year-old esthetician from Santa Monica. Don't be fooled by the innocent face. She likes to have fun. She likes to have a good time. She's a nurse by day, raver by night. Colton, get ready, bud. Sidney, one of the other three that he met on the Ellen show. 27-year-old dancer for the Knicks up in New York. Sidney quit her job, dancing in the NBA, to be with Colton, to have a shot at love with Colton. You have to admire the commitment, but a risky move. And night one, she pulled a great move. And I don't mean a silly one. She pulled a beautiful, romantic, great move on night one. So watch for Sidney, because she definitely has a solid connection with Colton. Tajwan. Will she be the Tajwan for Colton? That was her joke, not mine. I just wanted to try it out, put it out there. You'll hear that again. Tasha, 28 years old, phlebotomist. That means she draws blood for you at home, so you don't have to Google it later. She's from Corona Del Mar, drop dead gorgeous. The brains to back it up, obviously. Tasha is the life of the party. Serious chemistry with Colton. I'm just going to say it right now. Definitely one to watch this season. Tracy. 31 years old, wardrobe stylist from Los Angeles, makes a flashy first impression, a very flashy first impression, but she just might find herself in the center of some drama. Yes, there will be drama on night one. Is that 30? That was last, but certainly not least, was Tracy on night one. So that is the 30 women vying for Colton's heart. It is going to be an incredible season, and really all I can say is Colton was a phenomenal bachelor. He really was. To do a good job as the bachelor, you got to just open yourself up and be vulnerable. And he did just that. He's sincere. He is a good man. And what I'm eager for all of you at Bachelor Nation to see is this man. I think you got a glimpse of him on The Bachelorette. I think you got a taste of him, dealing with Tia on Paradise. But until you really dive into his story on The Bachelor, you really won't understand. And I'm eager for everybody to really get to see him. And we really have a dynamic, diverse group of women as well, and they are fantastic. So it's an awesome season. I feel like we have this amazing Christmas present for you to all unwrap, and you will get to do that. And again, our live 3-hour premiere, January 7th on ABC, 8/7 Central. We have a lot more surprises surrounding this premiere. It is going to be a viewing party across the nation, unlike we've never had before. I'm excited for the rest of the surprises to kind of leak out over the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned. But before I say goodbye to you today, here's an exclusive look at the new season of The Bachelor. I'll see you in January.
Drowning in some Let's do this.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Don't fall, don't trip. pull me out the limo. I'm ready.
I think I just took your V card.
No.
Claws are about to come out.
Yes. I'm worried about the girl who's gonna, like, stir the pot.
I'm here to get to know Colton. He's my priority. Unfortunately, it's gonna upset some other women.
You talked mad about me. You called us all.
You are a liar.
This is why this is hard for me.
I want to know why he's a virgin.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, like, tiptoe around it.
Come on, girl.
I feel like I should just go home.
Drama already, night one.
Am I ready? I'm so ready.
I am ready to start this journey. Is there tequila?
Are you ready to go? I'm so ready.
The Bachelor live premiere event Monday, January 7th on ABC.
Oh boy, I'm in trouble.